Thank you for joining me on Lisa Wickstead with Connections Yoga. Today we're looking at the floor poses of Bikram Yoga. So we have seated poses, we have recline poses, and belly down poses. So what do you need for practice? A blanket, if you have a strap, and a block, and a mat. We're going to start first with the ending breath work that we will do at the end of our Bikram floor poses, which is breath of fire. Might as well start and do it at the beginning too. I want you to place your hand on your belly. Take a big inhale, big exhale. And you're going to squeeze your belly and blow out your mouth or your nose. Come back and then relax and squeeze in again. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. We're going to do this very distinctly. Inhale, relax belly. Exhale, squeeze. And now we're going to convert that to a passive inhale. You're going to squeeze the belly and blow out. Through the nose or through the mouth. And you can pump it fast if you want. Or slow. Three more. Relax, tuck your chin to your chest and swallow 3 times. Good. And then bring your head back up. Let's come straight on down to the earth. You're going to use your blanket. Sometimes when we're lying down under the head and neck for a little bit of added comfort. When we're seated, that blanket's going to be used to tilt our pelvis. Right now, you're just going to come down to the earth. Lie your head and neck right over that blanket, and you're going to bend your knees and plant your feet to the earth. The first pose is called in Bikram Yoga wind removing pose, but it is known in Sanskrit as Apanasana. Draw your knees to your chest and hold. Remember, Bikram Yoga poses are held at 30 seconds. Relax your shoulders. You could also wrap your arms around your leg. We're working for compression of your abdominal organs. Draw your knees to your chest and hold. You could also wrap your arms around your leg. All right, you're going to give it a little kick and you're going to roll up. So kick your legs up and roll up. Take your strap, sit on your blanket, and we come into a forward fold. Now, if you have your strap and you want to wrap your hands around your strap, feel free to do so. Wrap them around your feet and hold the strap. We're going to fold forward. So you can keep the spine really long if you want to strengthen the bones and the muscles, or you can hold your feet if you want that contact and fold forward in a curled spine. You choose what works for you. Bend your knees deeply and then come forward. Allow the belly to get more contact with the thighs if you want to. I always say that everybody can touch their feet. How do we do that? You bend your legs. So only bend as far as it feels comfortable for you. Extend them out as far as it feels comfortable for you. So whether you use the strap to wrap around your feet to help you sit a little bit taller if you want, or if you hold your feet, that's fine. Or you could be really far away. Good. All right, remove your strap and shift your blanket out of the way. We're coming down to the belly. If you like the blanket under your pelvis, then just open the blanket up a little bit if you want to. Come down to the belly. We're going to look at Cobra pose. So this is our compression. This is one of the therapeutic benefits of Bikram yoga is that you've got the compression down on the belly, the diaphragm region, the chest region. Take a moment in crocodile pose just to let the body settle to the earth. And then you're going to take your hands and bring them around your shoulders. Elbows are going to be brought in close to your body. Press down through your pubic bone and lift the chest. You could use your hands if you want to, or keep it all to the back muscles. If you want a little bit more advanced, you could lift your feet. Just make sure you're doing some nice steady breathing. And release. Take a nice big inhale, lift your chest up. Press through the pubic bone if you want to lift the feet. You can even lift the hands if you want to lift the hands. Do what's called hovering cobra. Strengthen it for the back and the legs. And then again, just making sure you're not holding the breath while you're holding the pose. And relax. Good. So really what we're coming to in between, when we're standing, we come to mountain pose. In between the poses, we kind of come to little mini shavasanas. For locust pose, you're going to take your hands and bring them palms down by your side. You then bring your head forward and lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the feet rooted to the earth. And then turn your head to the right and lower down. Relax your shoulders. Then inhale, bring the head back to the center. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feet still planted to the earth. You can use the hands to help you lift a little higher, or just as a pivot point to help you stay, nice and balanced. And turn your head to the left and release. Relax the shoulders. Next pose is known as full locust or flying locust. The arms go forward. It's a great pose to think of like Superman, Supergirl. You're going to lift the legs and lift the arms. And come in and out of this as you want to. One way is to lift one leg and the opposite arm. Yeah, there you go. Okay, lower that down and go to the other side. Lift the other arm and think of length versus height. Okay, and lower down. There you go, all the way down. I'll give you another way to do this on the second half of the second set. Second set, lift your chest. Use your arms as like a way to lift your chest if you want to, or you can just rest on your elbows. Reach through your toes and lift your feet off of the earth. And release. If you want to just lift the arms, you could bring the arms out wider and focus on lifting just the arms, or you can lift one arm or just lift the legs. You choose. How do you want to engage in this pose? Make sure you're breathing. Conscious breathing. And release. And just relax. So those lying down poses, the cobra pose, the locust pose, the full locust pose, They really get into the back muscles and also work the glutes. In yoga, I like to say don't engage the glutes, but I just don't see how not to engage the glutes in those poses. All right. Next pose is bow pose. It generally is a full bow pose, but we're going to take it as a half pose on the first set. Bend your right elbow and bring your arm perpendicular to your body. Okay? You're going to bend your left knee and reach back with your left arm. Now, if your arm and leg is long enough, you can grab onto it. You can also add a strap. So this is the back bend. If you want to press through your pubic bone and lift your leg off the earth, you're welcome to, or stay nice and grounded here. Gently release your grip if you have it gripped and come down to the earth. Then bring your left arm, elbow bent perpendicular to your body, so that's automatically going to create a back bend. However close you bring it to your chest increases the back bend. The further away you do it, the less of a back bend. Reach your right arm back and bend your right knee. This is an opening for the shoulders too, that shoulder you're reaching back with. Right, release your leg and come back down. That's first set, half bow. Second set is full bow if you want to do it. We'll do it in stages. You're going to bring your arms back behind you, like we did with locust, palms to the earth. Bend your knees. You can stay right here and just lift the chest, or you can reach your arms back towards the feet, or if the legs and arms are long enough, you can grab on and squeeze shoulder blades and lift legs and lift chest and kind of come towards the sky. You decide, do you keep those quads down to the earth or do you lift? Be very gentle as you lower down and release. Yeah, we just don't want to pop the shoulders or pop the wrist or the elbows. Take a moment just to breathe, to release. And then we'll come again, lifting chest, bending knees, reaching back, grabbing the feet if you want to, or the ankles. Some people can actually rock kind of forward and back or side to side. In this position, you might find your inhale helps to lift you a little bit more. And then slowly lower down, slowly bend those elbows and come down to your release. All right, from here, you're going to push yourself up and then use your blanket as a support for your knees. The next pose is called fixed firm pose. It's called saddle pose in yin yoga. You can sit on your heels. Traditionally, the pose, you wiggle your pelvis in between your feet. If this is too intense on the knees, then bring one leg forward as an option. All right. Walk your hands back and bend your elbows, and if you can make it to your elbows, it would be a fold back, and a bolster works great. I'm gonna try to show you what it looks like. Okay, so the idea is that you lift your arms up, and there's no way to get out of this once you're in it. Okay, my goodness. All right, so however you want to do that. So if you want to lean back, or if you want to lean forward, traditionally, lean back. However you want to take this posture for 30 seconds. All right, and then come back up. And then if you want to keep the knees bent and continue to do that, you can. Or if you want to extend the legs forward and take it as a heart lift, which gives you the benefits of the upper body without the folding of the knees and on top of the ankles, you can take that as an option. So see how you want to engage in this next posture. All right, and come out. And then we come back to the knees. Now, the next posture is known as half tortoise. And now we come off of our heels. Let's release with hands to the earth and either tap out the tops of your feet or your toes. And then we come up. And here's where you can grab your block if you want to add your block in your camel pose. Lots of different ways to do camel. I'll give you some different ways. We'll start with the hands to the lower back, fingers down. Draw the elbows in towards the spine. If you want to squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the shoulder blades. Don't drop your head back so it'll compress the back of the neck, though that's traditionally done. And a gentle lift of the heart. And then release, bring the body back up, release the hands. And coming into your camel, if you had 2 blocks, you could put 2 blocks side by side, lift the chest and lean back. Traditionally, the pose is toes tucked towards the earth and you grab on, you lean back and grab onto your feet and lift up. I like blocks in a camel. So however you want to do the second set. Good, and come back. We then go from the big back bend. We did the forward fold of the half tortoise to the back bend of the camel. We now go to another forward fold, which is called rabbit. You're going to interlace your hands behind you. The idea is you're bringing your head as close as you can to your knees. If you can plant the top or the crown of your head on your blanket for a little extra support, feel free to. The crown of the head is at the top of your head. I want you to be really careful with your neck. I don't like the crown of the head. I like the forehead. And then the hands are interlaced and reach behind you. This is pretty intense on the head and the neck muscles. So for variations, you can draw the pelvis towards your heels. And then the idea is you would tuck the top of your head and your nose and get it as close as you can to your knees or your thighs. I think that's a lot of pressure on the head, so I do not go that far. A lot of pressure on the head, a lot of pressure on the neck. All right, let's go ahead and lower pelvis down, lift the chest, and come back up. Right, interlace the hands behind your back, hinge forward, making your way. Think of a rabbit hiding in a hole. Compression for the throat, compression for the belly. And lower pelvis down, lower the arms down, release your hands, and come back up. Good. We're going to come seated on our blanket. Come into Janu Shirshasana. That's that head to knee pose. Your left foot is going to be drawn in, either in front of or foot towards the thigh. You want to reach toes to the sky on your right foot. Excuse me. Turn towards your right leg, reach your arms forward, and fold down as much as you can. Traditionally, it's interlaced hands to the thigh, to the foot, and then you draw your head to your knee. We're back again to that same position of, hamstrings. So feel free to deeply bend that knee and bring your hands or your strap around, and then you can work on that compression for the belly if you desire. All right, let's change sides. Come to the other side. Did I do a second set for the other side or no? Okay, good. All right, good. So you got it in. All right, so maybe I should get it in. Okay. Go to the other side. Set up your lower half of your foundation first, flex your feet, and when you're ready, either use the strap if you want to and fold down, or deep knee bend, release of the back, support of the back. What do you want for your pose? And then keep the head in line with the spine. You kind of look towards the knee or the shin versus looking towards the foot. And release. And then we'll do that again. Same position or something completely different. And go ahead and release. The last posture is half Lord of the Fish. So half Lord of the Fish, you're going to bring your right foot towards your left hip or the left thigh. Then the left foot is going to either stay right near the knee or cross over. Like if you had osteopenia or osteoporosis, I would say don't cross over. Keep the foot either in front of the knee or beside the knee, and then you cross over. This is the only spinal twist in Bikram yoga. So you're going to do a closed twist. You're going to take your right arm and wrap your arm around your leg. Your left hand is going to be planted close as you can get it. I like to use my arm as a way to sit up taller. And then you're just going to gently gaze, not any further than where your arm would reach out. We're not trying to look behind us, but you're trying to get some compression between the belly and the thigh. And then release. I'm going to change sides. So now it's left leg comes to the right glute. Bring your leg over. Decide how far over you want. And hug in. Use that back arm to help you sit up a little bit taller. And release. For that second set, we're going to do something a little different. Since we're already here, let's stay in this position, but instead of doing a closed twist, I want you to feel like where your belly is in relation to the thigh. When you twist, we're going to do what's called an open twist, which is totally counter to the traditional pose because you want the compression, but I want to show you the difference. Turn away from your bent knee and feel that openness. That lack of compression, at least in the belly. And then for the last 10 seconds, we'll turn towards the bent leg and get that compression. And then release. And then we come back to the other side so that we can get that open twist on the other side. So you're going to move away from your leg, your bent knee. Feel that big open space, no compression except for in the knees and where the body's touching the earth and other body parts. And then turn towards your bent knee and hug your leg into the belly for that closed twist. And then release. And then you're going to come to a comfortable seated posture. The final part of the floor poses for Bikram yoga is the pumping of the belly and the exhale with the breath of fire. So we're going to come back to that. You're going to squeeze your belly, exhale out the nose or the mouth. Put your hands to your knees, tuck your chin to your chest, swallow 3 times. Bring your head back to the center, and you have successfully completed the floor postures of Bikram yoga. Yay. All right, bring your blanket out. Let's come into our Shavasana. So coming into your space, remember that Shavasana can look like legs extended, which you may want to do because we've had so many poses where the knees are bent, but you can also take that knees, scooch the tailbone towards the heels option. So I invite you to, just let go. See where you can move the feet and move the shoulders a little bit just to relax the body just a little bit more. Let gravity just sink you down into the earth from this very grounded practice that we did today. Remember, if you set an intention for your practice, maybe think about that. And if you haven't set an intention for your practice, adding an intention for your practice at the end is really eye-opening and can be really beneficial so that you can carry that intention with you for the rest of your day. What do you want? What do you desire? Breathe with your intention and breathe in your space. Deepen your breath. And start to move the fingers and toes, hands and feet, wrists, and ankles. And move the head side to side. As the head comes back to the center, open the eyes and give it a good stretch. Stretch those knees and heels and all parts of your body you use today. And bend your knees. Give yourself a great big hug. Such a great job for your practice today. And start to rock side to side. A little bit of self-compression for those back muscles, maybe into the sacrum. Then I invite you just to roll over to your side, still curled in to that fetal position. Just that gentle reminder that you can always start fresh and anew anytime during your day with your connection to your intention, to your breath, or just some small, simple movements. And press your hand into the earth. Maybe bring your blanket, if you got it, under yourself as we come back to our space of connection. In any comfortable leg position that works for you as we bring our hands to the heart center. I want to thank you so much for your presence and for all that you give to yourself in your wellness journey. May you go forth with awareness and happiness always. Namaste. So thank you so much.